video, I'd like to address a statement that R.C. Sproul, who I believe is the greatest theologian that's ever walked the face of the earth, made in one of his recent videos called When God Created the World, Did He Know That It Was Going to Be Corrupted by Sin? The answer to that question is, of course, he knew. He's omniscient, so he was aware that at some point the world would be, that man would fall. However, in his video, RC spoke to the providential movement of God, in my opinion, in an aggressive sense, that God moved in some way, providentially, Adam and Eve, to, from a sovereign standpoint, ordain that the fall would take place. I would disagree with that assessment. I believe that the model was built, creation was built with rational thought and cognition. Cognition gives the ability for free will. We are free moral agents, and I believe that the Lord understood that potentially, based on the cumulative number of the species, that at some point in time that man would fall, and then the redemptive elements of his plan were nothing more than a necessity to right that ultimate wrong. And you say, well, hey, why would he go through all that? Well, at some point the Lord would condescend and he would come to earth, not to redeem it, but to be anthos theos, to be God man, to be to begin the theocratic reign of his life and come to earth and begin to operate socially with his creation. I believe God has a social element, a psychology. I also believe that anything that has a rational thought process, and God certainly does that, we are created in his image. So if you reverse engineer that, there's a really, really good chance that God has some form of psychology. Now, of course, it would not have been affected by the negative elements that we have to deal with, because he is outside of the effects of total depravity. So I would like to speak to just that specific issue there, where he said that he believed that God created or ordained the fall, and I would disagree with that. And I would run my thought process from the free will element that had to be built into the model, and understand that cumulatively or mathematically, the likelihood or probability of an ultimate fall of man, or the ultimate mistake of man to sin against God, which would ultimately give man's dominion over to Satan, was a probability or mathematical certainty. And that in light of that, God created his plan for redemption to correct that fall, and ultimately uh, allow free will to be into the model. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any comments or you would like to contact me personally, my email address will be on the video. Thank you.